Hello.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to A Couple of Sassholes podcast. I'm Brooklyn Johnson.
And I'm Heather Terry.
And for anyone who doesn't know, this is our podcast where we talk about fucked up people doing fucked up shit, usually for fucked up reasons or sometimes for no reasons at all.
It's our power hour.
Yeah. It's our
and
true
our
crime.
podcast.
It's whatever the fuck I say it is.
That's right.
That's what that is.
Yes.
So many things have happened and are happening.
Yes.
Okay. So things that have happened. We emceed our first event and there were like 400 people there.
Yes. Oh my God, it was so much fun.
Thank you, Hatef Aesthetics Kentucky, for making us feel extra confident with our pretty faces. I mean, I'm not trying to brag. But that was awesome. We were only a smidge nervous. Like the amount of nervousness I've had for other things versus being nervous for this is like 9 day.
Right.
Like I think at this point we're officially getting good at talking in front of crowds of people.
That's right. Yeah. And it was a Give Cancer the Boot event.
Yes.
And I gave Cancer the Boot halfway through in inflatable costume and ran around the room. It looked like I was a tiny lady riding a horse.
Yes, it was.
And I got...
They raised $83,000.
The Ones for Health Foundation sure did.
We sure did.
Shout out for trusting us.
Yes.
Yes. And we didn't cuss one time.
We sure didn't. I actually had to stop cussing 48 hours before. Because we all know, if you know, you know. I have a potty mouth. And I have, since I first ever learned what the cayenne flavoring of cussing is when I was about 12. And so I've really enjoyed spicing up my words with them. But then I also know, too, it probably makes people cringe a decent amount, too. I'm like, ooh, sorry. I'll try to lower it. But this is a very passionate, like the topics that we talk about are passionate. And when I am passionate, I fly off the handle.
Yes, you do.
And I can't help it. Yes.
Yes, you do that. It's also a very special day today because we pre-record.
Yes.
We do, obviously, because tomorrow's Halloween. So even though this was what I look like every day.
Yes.
But I have Halloween earrings, so it's different. It's different.
Yes.
Anyway, it is one of our favorite people's birthdays today, Sarah Long.
Happy birthday, Sarah.
Yes.
We love you.
Yes, we do. She's wonderful. She's liked our podcast from the jump.
Yes, because she likes us, and that would be weird if she didn't like our podcast.
What if she
You have to remember she's our friend.
I know. What if she secretly hated it?
Then she wouldn't listen to them all.
That's true. She does quote
There's
them.
a lot of things I secretly hate, and it's more things than I secretly love. And you just kind of got to let it go.
Now I want to know what you secretly love.
I
don't think you keep many
secrets.
secrets.
I make it very obvious. I love Jess's smile.
That ain't a secret.
I know. I have no idea. I'll have to come back to you on that.
Okay.
Secretly love.
I don't have.
Waking up in the morning. I really love waking up. Like the first part of waking up.
Is Folgers in your cup?
Exactly. I really like just waking up.
That's the best part.
Fireflies. Yes.
Lightning bugs?
Yeah.
Fireflies.
That's
the Midwest. It's lightning bugs.
I mean, it's lightning bugs.
Yeah.
But fireflies is what books are. It's fireflies and books. It's probably like the real fucking word.
It's the biblical term. It's their government name. Their government name is fireflies.
Yes.
But in the Midwest, lightning bugs.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
So as Heather was dressed for Halloween, I am dressed for Thanksgiving.
It's pumpkins.
This is my Thanksgiving sweater.
Sorry.
And I am representing Thanksgiving today.
Yes.
Because this hoe got all of the good holiday episodes. And I said, no, bitch. I can do what the fuck I want with the week before Thanksgiving because the next episode actually comes out on Thanksgiving.
That's right.
And Heather fucking got it. So I said no.
I said no.
I said no.
You stood up. I
have a Thanksgiving episode.
Stuck it to the man.
I did.
What if that was the story I was going to do?
I ripped it from your dead hands. That's what happened.
All right.
I wonder if you would have found this one too, because I started like my storyline originally was obviously I'm like families get together and they don't, I don't know. Do you have like a big Thanksgiving gathering?
We used to, and we haven't since my grandma passed away.
So how many years has that been?
Like 9.
Okay, so then you like
9 or 10.
Yeah. What about you, Jess? No? Okay. Well then. Well, we do.
I usually go to your house.
You come to mine.
Yeah.
And everyone's welcome. No, because I'm like, well, do families not get along? Because I'm like, don't get me wrong. As an adult now, I understand all the twat rockets in my family. But most of them have drank themselves to death. So on my end, I'm like, we have a great time on the holidays.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm usually the one a little secretly buzzy-beared. But that's because I've been cooking.
Cooking.
So I don't know. I don't have any like
dash of wine in the sauce. Couple dashes in my mouth.
Dashes. Guzzles.
Guzzles.
Bloop, 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 bloop. That sound. Right? This is my power hour of sound effects.
This is her podcast of fucked up people.
Including myself. No, anyway, so this story, I'm just going to set it. I'm just going to set the fucking scene. I've also changed the way I wrote it. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you like the way this is, because I'm kind of going to show you the cat.
What?
And then I'm going to show you the bag, and the cat's out of the bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to know.
Show you the cat. Wait, no, you're not buzzing past that. I don't give a fuck. You were not. You literally just said, I will show you the vagina.
No, I said the cat. The cat's out of the bag. You didn't let me finish. Because you're dirty. Because you're a dirty bird.
Well, that's accurate.
Yes.
But
you're
when
dirty.
You say the cat, what do I say?
Your head always goes to the dirty stuff because you're a dirty bird.
Yes.
You should be flipping this. Let me grab a mirror and point it at you because you're the problem and not me.
But so, listen.
Hold on. In this story, I'm kind of telling you what goes down from the jump.
Okay.
And then we're going to kind of unpack how we got there.
The bag that the cat was in.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you about the bag. But I'm going to start with the cat.
You know that I always say slinging your cat around.
So I can't because you say that I can never use a cat reference. This bitch, man. Do you know how hard it is to be friends with her? She's got so many fucking rules.
I'm a delight.
Okay. My finger got stuck. Oh, and I also didn't print this one-sided, which is a rule from Jess. And so my apologies for the ASMR you're going to get of me turning this fucking piece of paper around. All right. Murderpedia, A Nightmare in Muskegon, CBS News, Wikipedia, MLive.com. I guess, fuck it, I'll say it. Seth Privacky, 10 years later. The Mirror US. And then also the podcast Beach House 34. Have you ever heard of them?
No.
And I say them, it's a female. I really enjoyed her.
Yeah?
So the podcast, it's called Beach House 34. Really, really treasured her. I thought she was fantastic.
I have to look that up.
Please do.
Okay.
I thought it was an intriguing name too. It's paranormal and true crime.
Oh, I'm totally looking it up.
Feel free to grab your phone and do it now. Okay. I'm going to set a scene because setting scenes are my faves. It's the Sunday after Thanksgiving in Muskegon, Michigan. The air is crisp. The leftovers are probably calling your name. And the Privacky family is getting ready for their own delayed holiday dinner. It's a perfect slice of suburban normal. Mom's in the shower, the older brother's watching TV, and Dad's on his way home with Grandpa and another guest is on the way. Except this one is not normal. Not even close. Because while the rest of the family is going about their day preparing for one of the best family days of the year and turkey time, 18-year-old Seth Privacky is upstairs quietly loading his father's .22 caliber Ruger.
No.
Let's go into Seth. He was born on June 2nd, 1980, and was at the time a senior at Wreath's Puffer. This school name makes me chucks. It's Wreath's Puffer High School.
Wreath? Like
Wreaths.
Christmas?
Reeths,
Oh.
like somebody's last name. Like a married couple who did well and now they have a fucking school named after him. Wreath's Puffer High School, where he was a B average student, or an average B student. Cart before the horse. He was described as soft-spoken, and the overall consensus from family friends said that his father said that he was a good kid. Always interesting. It's the same thing with relationships when people are like,
we never saw it coming.
And well, yeah, everyone was like, I didn't know. And then, but they also tell the other friend, they're like, no, my boyfriend is terrible, or whatever it is. On the flip side, his father told another family friend that he didn't think he had a conscience. There we go. And his mother definitely thought he was like out of control. So Stephen was his father and Linda was his mom. There are two sons, 19-year-old Jed and, of course, 18-year-old Seth. The grandfather, John Privacky, was on his way. And see, I'm gonna hopping around. John Privacky was on his way, and so was Jed's girlfriend, April Boss, who was already considered a part of the family. The time it takes. But before the house on Riley Thompson turned into what it will eventually turn into, the Privackys were by all accounts a perfect all-American family. Supposedly it was like a very extreme level. And there were I'll mention this later, but like people basically like it was like the Beaver Cleaver massacre because it was such a like all American family. Ugh. To even begin to understand how a delayed Thanksgiving dinner turned into what you can imagine is going to be a massacre, you have to look at the family's public image. So because the contrast between the life they showed the world and the violence festering just beneath the surface, it's almost jarring to dig into this entire story. So a year prior, a court had ordered Seth to attend counseling and to take the antidepressant Wellbutrin after he was arrested for stealing beer from a store he worked at and then selling it to minors, and which he would have been a minor too because he would have been 17.
That's what
selling it for your friends.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like that's what he was told to take because he stole.
Let me finish. Sorry. Okay. And then he also was arrested for shoplifting from another store. He was placed on probation and sentenced to 10 days in a county youth home. And overall, he had to complete some probation. So he ended up going to therapy, and that is what they got him on. So it was a court-ordered therapy, kind of court-ordered.
Got it.
Yeah, but you don't get an antidepressant in a court situation.
I know. That's why I was like, wait, I jumped the gun.
That was the counseling part of it. Yeah. Stephen Privacky, the 50-year-old dad, was a beloved 5th grade teacher at his school. Like, this is what I wonder. I should have looked this up before because they said he was a 5th grade teacher and Seth was 18. Mm-hmm. So he would have been a senior. I don't know if it was just a school that like transferred, like that you were there for that long. Oh. But he was a teacher at that school.
Maybe it was like my elementary school, like the building was literally all one long building and it was like kindergarten, middle school, and you go through double doors. There's the junior high, because in Indiana they said junior high. And then you cross one little driveway and then the high school is right there. So it was all one long thing.
Wow. That sounds like a prison.
Yeah.
Did it look like a prison?
I mean, it's not going to be in like the parade of homes or anything, but
I'm just like, did it look like a school or did it look like a prison?
It looked like a school, but it was just odd because you don't see them normally connected like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was a 5th grade teacher. His 49-year-old wife, Linda, was a receptionist. Their 78-year-old grandfather, John, he lived nearby, which I just think is a dream. Just sweet little man. They were pillars of the community, and it was a family that you really respected. The tragedy of it all gets even sharper when you look at the oldest son, 19-year-old Jed. So this makes me even more fucking sad. Jedediah. And his 19-year-old girlfriend, April Boss. So they were sweethearts. They were both studying at Muskegon Community College to become teachers, like Jed's dad, which I thought was precious. That is and they were planning to get married, and they were extremely excited about starting their lives together. That's why April was like such a member of that house already.
Oh, yeah.
Back to Seth. So he played bass in a metal band called Dementia, and wrote school essays about wanting to like eventually get married and have kids. Like like kind of hard to understand here. Remind me to bring up the band because I realized I didn't write it in here, but I remember hearing this from the podcast. Mm-hmm. And now I'm going to have to bring that in from that podcast. And then she can be like, you didn't do it as well as me. I'd be like, yeah, because I have my notes on it. No. Now, his parents most certainly had tried, right? So they had gotten him on medication, making sure that they were there for him. But they were clearly struggling too. They were either building a new house or they were, from my understanding, this was not said in the reports. I got this from the awesome podcast again. And so I was doing that while I was doing 3 other things because that's how you listen to podcasts. I understand that you all are probably washing dishes right now. But I believe they were building a new house, but who really fucking cares? They were going to move. That's what it comes down to. And his parents were like, you know, he had been just such a troubled kid. He was 18 and they're like, it's time for you to move out. Like when we move to this new house, you're not moving with.
Oh.
Yeah. And for whatever reason, they were going to tell him at that Thanksgiving dinner.
With everyone?
No.
Oh.
That day.
Okay, I was like, that feels very intervention-y.
Yes.
Like if you're like, everyone's looking at you, can you please get the fuck out of our house?
Right?
We love you, but fly the nest.
Here's the hard part too, for like wherever people are kind of landing on that. Like he was 18. Like that's kind of in the United States, that's when people are expected to leave the homes. Now, if we were in Amsterdam, it would be 24, 25. Right. In other countries, you don't move out until you get married.
Yeah, or you just get an apartment like above your parents and you honor your parents, blah, blah, blah.
I never drink soft drinks. I'm just like, num nums. I suck and I can't help it. It's so refreshing.
You are a treat and a delight. You didn't do your song.
I know, I was trying not to. Okay. So personally, which it doesn't matter to anyone, I thought the choice of the day was difficult. I don't think they should have done it on Thanksgiving.
No.
I don't know if maybe they thought that if they told him, then he wouldn't like explode or something. I don't know. I really don't know.
That's odd because then he's going to be thinking about it and he's with all, I don't know. It's just, normally you'd be like, let's wait till after the holidays or unless they were moving the next day.
I feel like they were moving within weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like they built a house and I don't know about you. I'm moving the fuck out the second a built house happens.
Right.
Like, if I don't even give a fuck if it's Christmas. Like usually everyone's going to say like, now you cannot sell your house. You can't buy a house right now because no one wants to move because of your fucking decorations. So it's a troubling time. It's busy. So I'm shocked in kind of the timelines here.
Yeah.
But,
at least wait till Black Friday.
Right? I get but it had already passed because this is after Thanksgiving.
Oh.
The important thing though is that you have really pretty eyes.
Thanks.
So I get where they're coming from though. He was 18 and generally speaking, that's time to figure things out and like get out on your own. If he was being a fucking rage-filled butt nugget, you know, maybe it is time for him to leave. Maybe it's time for him to get his teeth knocked in by the fucking karma of life. And he was experiencing rage, and I read that he once broke their dishwasher by standing on it, like in a fit of anger.
Like it was open and he tried to like do a diving board? That's the only way I could think he could.
That's what, yeah, I would, that's.
He was like, you know what? I thought you were on
fuck you and slam it and break it.
Jumps off of it.
I'd be like, you motherfucker. Do you know how expensive that is?
Yeah.
That's probably why they kicked him out. That's why I would have kicked him out. Fucker. All right. So what was the final straw? According to Seth, it was a fight on the Sunday morning in which he said, quote, "My father told me he didn't love me anymore. And that he wanted me to move out." Here's the dill pickle. The fuck. There is no part in any part of this that I believe that Mr. Privacky, when he was telling his son he needed to move out and start his life on his own and that he wasn't going to be moving with them to that new house, did he say, "I don't love you anymore"?
Yeah.
No.
I
call a big bullshit.
I feel like that was ad-libbed.
I do too.
The narrative was changed to fit his narrative.
I mean, there are so many shitty parents out there. I am very, very aware of this, but I still can't wrap my head around "I don't love you no more."
Well, if they, right?
Like,
no.
I couldn't fathom. No. We say no.
That scared me.
I know. I could see that. Okay. So reportedly, this was a snap decision. Passion. Heated in the moment. Maybe not. But, okay, so there are store security photos. So what I'm going to eventually walk into, they believe was a snap, irrational. My dad don't let me no more. Went upstairs, did this. But he was seen on security photos trying to buy 22 caliber bullets the night before the shootings.
Oh, so there ain't no snap when it's premeditated.
Right. And so he was turned away because he was underage. And apparently this dude's like a twat rocket again, because I'm using really cool words.
But no,
he went back to the same store later on in the day and tried to buy the bullets again. I'm like, bitch, underage means underage.
Was he trying to wait for shift change? Like, why?
That is my thought.
He's like, maybe the next lady will be nicer. He's in Michigan, but I use my accent. So there's that.
Yes. Yeah. And he was turned away again. But it's like, here's my thing. Like the process of doing anything gun related in the United States, yes, for every single person that's anti-gun, obviously you're going to say it's really fucking easy because you don't know, you probably don't have a gun because you're anti-gun. But whenever you go, it is a whole fucking process and you're on 6 million security screens. On top of that, when I bought my gun, when they handed me the case, they go, "When you get out in the parking lot, do not hand this to your husband to carry it to your car. You hand this to absolutely no one. You will hold this and only you can hold this gun and we can see in the parking lot. So you put it in the vehicle yourself." I was like, okay, because it looks like I bought a gun for somebody else.
Oh,
so they will literally watch you in the parking lot after you bought a gun.
Yeah. So he tried to go back 2 times the day before, and then be like, "I just snapped." No, he didn't.
Yeah. Supposedly, they had asked him, like, what were the bullets for? And he was like, oh, killing everyone. No. He was like, small game hunting. I was like, then have the person who's taking you, then you know that you don't have...
Yeah, he's the one selling beer to teeny boppers. Why doesn't he have somebody that's older sell him bullets or whatever?
Right.
Like, not giving him an idea, but you know what I mean? Like, that should...
You'd think.
But no, small game.
Now, what happened at around 12:45 p.m., I say at around because I'm going to say this whole thing kind of started like 12:35.
Okay.
When his mom goes up to the shower in my made up world that is not the truth at all.
Okay.
It wasn't some messy, chaotic outburst by any means. It's cold. It's systematic. It's essentially just an execution. Ugh. While his mother was in the shower, his 19-year-old brother, Jed, was just watching TV downstairs. His father had gone to get their grandpa, and Seth just walks right down the stairs, and he shoots his brother in the back of the head.
What? Why? No. So fast. No.
In his confession, Seth described it with a horrifying lack of emotion. Quote, I came up behind my brother, and I shot him once in the back of the head, and I dragged his body downstairs so no one could see it. A short time later, his father and his grandfather arrived home. Seth heard the car pull up, and as they came in the door and walked past him, he then essentially turned around. Like when they walked in the door, he explained it in his interview. He goes, I walked past him like I was going to walk out the door. And instead, I turned around. And he shot his father in the back of the head. And then he shot his grandfather.
What?
In his own words, he revealed that he actually shot his 78-year-old grandfather twice, as he put it, quote, to make sure he was dead, end quote.
Stop.
From what else I heard, it appeared that when he shot his grandfather, he didn't die he didn't die in the first shot. So he had to actually shoot him again because somehow he lived. While Seth was methodically executing his father and grandfather, Linda was still in the shower, completely oblivious. So I asked my husband, I was like, hey, baby, I go, what does a 22 caliber Ruger sound like? And he's like, is it a handgun or a rifle? I was like, a handgun. He goes, oh, it's a firecracker.
So you wouldn't...
My first thought was like, how? He was like, what kind? And then he goes, oh, oddly enough. And then it was sitting on his desk at home. He has that same gun. I'm like, oh, he's like, it's kind of like
just a pop, like a...
Yeah. No, he was saying about that gun like that was his dad's gun. It's one of those guns that I know I'm going to say this wrong because I can't grab not an artifact, but it's like one of those just older guns that you just tend to have, you know? Mm-hmm. Like you buy it because it's just an old cool ass gun type of deal. I don't know. Now I asked ChatGPT, here's a fun one. No one said anything about this. And then I asked Al, and Al's like, I was like, which gun did Seth Privacky attack his family with? And they said he used a 22 caliber Ruger handgun, and then it jammed, and then he switched to a shotgun. And I saw that nowhere else.
Huh.
Right. I thought that was weird because it wasn't mentioned in like anything else.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah, either ChatGPT is, or it found something I didn't see.
Found some random one article or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is so sad.
Yes, I agree. So obviously she wouldn't even have been able to hear it. Seth walks into the bathroom after she got out of the shower and shot her in the head. Just as he was coming back down the stairs, like literally, his grandfather and his dad are dead on the ground. And he went upstairs. He's coming back down the stairs. Jed's girlfriend, April, walks in.
No.
The front door for the family dinner she was waiting for. Yeah. He had no idea she was invited. He didn't know she was coming. She had the worst timing and the worst luck in the world. She had nothing to do with this. In his confession, he recalled the moment and, quote, and she saw my grandpa and dad, and she thought it was just a joke. She walked into the kitchen, and I shot her in the back of the head.
Oh, my God.
She actually saw them dead on the floor and thought it was a joke.
Oh,
which I don't even understand. Getting shot in the head. I should have looked up more about the bullet, because to me, everything, it really, really, the type of the gun and the bullet matters so much in these stories, because in my mind, the brother gets shot in the head, the whole front end of his face blew off, but not with this kind of, if it's like a firecracker pop, it's probably a lot less than that. You know, you're not getting a big spray from it.
Yeah.
But fucking terrible.
Yeah.
With 5 bodies now scattered through his house, Seth didn't panic. He didn't turn the gun on himself. Like, there wasn't fear. He didn't do anything. He picked up the phone and he called his best friend for help in the cleanup. So now we're going to talk a little bit. Well, if you had any doubt about his state of mind, the aftermath is where it becomes like crystal clear. This wasn't about grief or a mistake. Like, he wasn't screaming or crying or I can't believe I did this. He was like, now it's time for damage control.
Oh my God.
So Stephen Wallace is who he calls, and he just says it's done. When Stephen got to the house, Seth begged him to help clean up the blood, wrap the bodies in sheets, and stage the whole scene to look like a robbery. You're going to start being like...
Most home invasions don't have... if there's people home, most of the time they leave. Like, it's like the...
You mean somebody doesn't come into your home and then somehow walk freely and shoot all of you in the back of the head?
Yes, but most of them, like, they try to make sure no one's home. Like, it's a statistic. I don't know where the fuck I got it, but I read it somewhere.
Well, yeah, most people do not want to have to kill people when they're just trying to rob
most of the time they don't just go fucking... I'm already mad.
Anyway... Wonderboy Media is not only the proud producer of this glorious magic imploring your ear holes right now, but they're also a big deal.
Get in touch with them today to make all of your dreams a freaking reality.
From using their bangin' ass podcast studio,
where we are right now,
to creating amazing videos and editing our content like the mystical mavericks they are.
Your podcast can go further when you have a Wonder Boy.
Hit up Drew today at WBOYmedia.com.
Or text him day or night at 270.
Just kidding.
Does your face look like a mugshot lately?
Then it is officially time for you to visit Hetef Aesthetics in Owensboro, Kentucky, or Nashville, Tennessee.
That's right. Go see our girl Amber Teasley and her team, because they'll have your face and your skin look like a damn filter.
And their staff is absolutely amazing. It's like a mini Botox party, which personally is my favorite. You leave looking fresher and you don't have a hangover.
Another good thing is that if you go in there and you tell them that A Couple of Sassholes sent you, you get 15% off of everything.
That's unbelievable. So if you have been considering getting that glow up and making that ex jealous, it's time. So he originally said that he thought he could bury them. Like, he was like, oh, I'll bury them. This motherfucker, 5 bodies. That would take so unbelievably long. And that's why they had wrapped him in the sheets, essentially. And then they were like, oh, they're too heavy. Like, literally it was like, oh, we can't do this. Let's stage a robbery. These are the moments where I'm like, you're dealing with stupid fucking teenagers. Right. Because no fucking part of this, none of it. I'm going to keep going and you're going to say, what the absolute fuck? And I'm going to be like, I can't even make this shit up.
I have a question real quick.
Do it.
Okay. Did his best friend already know? Like you said, he begged him to do it. So when he said it's done, obviously it's premeditated if he didn't say anything else, right? Like, to his best friend when he called him and he's like, it's done. Like, if you called me and said it's done, I'd be like, what 19 things are you talking about?
Yeah, you'd be like, the sourdough come out?
Your sourdough's done, or you want me to come try your cookies that you baked? Like,
I think that Seth lied on the way he said it.
Okay.
Supposedly, like, Seth he had told Stephen before that he was like frustrated with his parents or something. Maybe he had said something in the past about, like, maybe that's what the bullets that he was trying to buy.
Oh, yeah.
But at the end of the day, I don't really know if Stephen actually comprehended what he was walking into, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But then again, I'm going to tell you other stuff and you're going to be like, let's come to a conclusion on Stephen Wallace at the end of this, because he's the one
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, it's up for discussion. All right.
It is. It is up for discussion.
I kind of hate myself for saying that, but I'm going to let it go.
No, you should. So on the podcast I had listened to, they did a transcript of the entire interview with Seth. And he said that Stephen did not want to be involved, and that he basically used their friendship as a bargaining chip to make him help. Let's think about Steve for a second, okay? April was shot and killed because she walked in. She was a witness.
Yeah.
It would make sense why Steven would be scared.
That's valid.
You just killed 5 people.
And you're not even upset at all.
You're not upset. You're not crying. And you're like, hey, come over. Or whatever he actually worded. I doubt he was like, I just killed my entire family. Will you come over? I don't believe that happened.
Yeah. Hey, come eat with us.
Yes.
And then he walks in and he's like.
And he's like, hey, can you come over? Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like.
That makes sense. And he's like, well, I have to do. It's survival mode. That's a possibility.
Yes. And then he did help. He did accessory after the fact. Let's talk about Steve's night. So after helping his buddy wrap 5 corpses, he tossed the murder weapon into a pond, which Seth did not want to know. He asked him to get rid of it and said he did not want to know where it went. Dropped off a movie at Blockbuster and then casually went to a church youth group meeting.
Okay.
This is the shit I'm like, you can't make that up.
No.
Because this is what makes him look crazy. Like, to me, this is what made Steven look crazy.
Yeah.
Because he didn't notify authorities.
So I take back my survival statement of him.
Well, I agree. Like, how he didn't
I'd be like, cool, I'm going to go to a youth group.
Exactly.
Just kidding. Going to the police station, screaming and crying. Like,
right.
Not going to drop off Shrek 2.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
Gosh, I miss Blockbuster.
I do too. For our younger listeners, you used to be able to rent DVDs.
Or, no, it wasn't even DVDs, you crazy. It was VHSs.
It was VHS. I'm so old.
All right. So the cover up, this shit is like a 24-hour little bow. The cover up fell apart when April's worried parents, the Coopers, which was her mother and her stepfather, drove to the house late that night around midnight. Please understand what I'm about to, like, just sit here and sit in what I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
They pull into the driveway and they saw Stephen Privacky's body lying on the ground in the driveway.
Wait, what?
The dad.
Okay.
Body lying in the driveway at midnight. Obviously, it's dark.
Yeah.
I have no idea why they thought that was a good place to put the body in a staged robbery.
No. And
he was shot in the back of the head.
Yeah, no. Because if he was running for his life or whatever,
I don't think that. I think they're implying he pulled up. And they shot him in the driveway.
In the back of the head, though.
Yeah, in the driveway as they walked up. It's still weird.
That's all dumb.
This is when you're like, you're dealing with fucking dumb teenagers.
Right.
The family immediately contacted they ran into the house. They ran into the house, and because we got to remember it's 98, there weren't cell phones really.
Right.
Quote. There's a man I believe dead in the driveway, said April's mother, Julie, to the 911 operator. Quote, all the people expected to be here are not here, but their cars are, end quote. She said that the man on the driveway was covered in blood. He was cold and he was not moving or breathing. That would be terrifying for that mother.
Yeah, and they can't find her fucking daughter.
Right. In the back room off of the garage, they found... So the cops obviously get there in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
Yeah.
In the back room off the garage, they found 2 more bodies. In a lower room off the basement, they found another body. And then in the upstairs bedroom, they found the 5th body. Steve and Seth were taking items out of the house, to stage that fucking robbery when they saw the cops pull up, and they took off into the woods. Now, Wallace was caught quickly. He was the first one to be seen. Now, Seth managed to evade police for a bit. It ends up being all in all about 13 hours. So apparently in the moment, Seth, he was like, I was running through the woods. I was trying to zigzag so I could change my scent for the dogs. Oh, yeah. And he goes, all I could hear were the search dogs. And he knew that his friend Steven had been caught from the jump.
Right.
All right. So now Steve is arrested, right? Steven, whatever, who fucking cares?
Yeah.
And 100% he completely tells the cops everything. He cooperates 100%. He's like, no, this is what happened. It fucking scared me. Yeah, but you came back again to do bad deeds. So once more, Steven, I'm going to have to be honest with you. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck all the way off.
I'm 86ing my survival. That's not survival if you go back twice.
Agreed.
And do all the shit.
Insert the manhunt. So Seth hid for 13 hours before being found in a barn. So here's how that happened. A girl named Genevieve Simonelli
Okay.
Or maybe Simonelli. I'm going to say Simonelli.
Salmonella.
Genevieve Simonelli.
Genevieve Salmonella.
I feel like you're making fun of someone's name that's actually a hero.
I'm not making fun of it, but thanks. I'm just going to go see myself out.
So I love her name.
I do
Genevieve
too.
She went to school essentially where Seth's dad was a teacher, and she went to school with Seth. Now, she was just driving and she saw a hitchhiker.
The 90s.
Yeah, like
the 90s are wild, man.
And maybe Muskegon, Michigan is like super small and quaint. You kind of know everyone. I'm not certain on that. So she ends up being a female picking up a guy. And when he gets into the car, she sees that it's Seth. Mm-hmm. And she's like, play it cool. Because the second all this happened, their school went on a lockdown.
Right.
Because they were worried he was going to come to the school. Keeping in mind, like, that was Monday. Like, this was Sunday to Monday. So, like, everyone knew at this point.
Oh, his face was all over the news.
Yes. And so she acted like she was a fucking Lyft driver, basically.
Good for her.
Took him wherever he had wanted to go. When he gets in the car, I already said that. During his confession, Seth tried to play the part of the remorseful son. Quote, "I feel awful," he said to police. Quote, I wish I'd never done it. It was all a mistake. He even offered up a dramatic reason for his escape, claiming, "I was going to make my way back to Jason Fitz's house where I planned to commit suicide. But no one was home, so I went to the back pole barn and waited for him to come home, and the police found me and arrested me." Once more, because Genevieve had literally gone right to the cops and got him arrested.
And I feel like if you were in a manic state and you had that end game, if someone's not home, why do they have to be home? You're in a barn. Like, if that was his end game, you had
agreed.
No
you could have killed yourself the entire time. Like, you had no intention of killing yourself.
Terrible lie. He's a terrible human. You
had a million opportunities to fucking eat that bullet if you were really going to do that, and your remorse of murdering five people. God. Now, at some point in this, and I'm going to apologize again because I can't pinpoint it. Apparently, because I also didn't have it, the band, right? The band. That dude was, I believe, one of his band members that who he had used to play with. He had told one of his friends who was a band member to call the radio station and tell him that he is in the band with Seth and to send them the music because they're going to love him.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed.
He's like, now I'm going to get famous. Like, what the fuck?
Stupid fucking fuckwad. What'd you call him, a butt nugget?
I think so. So he said nothing after his arrest besides requesting a lawyer. Police found bloody clothing and a stolen television in a car belonging to one of the Privackys. I don't know. That was in Wikipedia. I'm like, whose TV? Like, their TV? Like, he stole the TV?
TVs in the 90s were heavy as shit.
Seth Privacky and his friend Steve Wallace were both hit with 5 counts of open murder on December 1st, 1998. Their bail, $5 million each.
Steve, too?
Mm-hmm. Oof. It don't. Sadly, this one doesn't matter. At first, Seth tried to shift the blame. Get ready for what he said.
No.
He claimed that his own brother had been the one to pull the trigger, saying the two had made some sort of twisted murder-suicide pact.
What?
That went wrong. That story lasted fucking 0 seconds, and the very next day, he literally confessed.
Okay, well, nice try. Swing and a miss.
Like, aggressive, yeah. Officers later said that his demeanor was chillingly flat, like there was nobody home. There was no emotion, no remorse. It was just like empty.
So when I'm going to have to look up and watch his confessions and stuff. I wonder if they're on, like you can hear them, because that is, because when you watch those, it's so nutso when they're like, "I'm so sorry, I made a mistake." And it's like, you're not even upset.
Like that 13-year-old kid, like 12-year-old that murdered his friend in the bathroom because he wanted to know like what it was like to kill somebody. And he's just like, well, then I stabbed him to death.
It's like, I'm so sad. No, you're not. You make a face.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I was thirsty, guys. When the case went to court, Seth pled no contest, meaning he didn't fight the charges, but he also didn't admit guilt. and was convicted of 5 counts of first-degree murder along with 5 counts of felony firearm possession. On May 27, 1999, he was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. In a strange moment before sentencing, he actually asked the judge if he could see the world before going to prison.
Stupid fucking idiot.
What?
I hate him so much, and I hate him more now. Be like, hey, do you care if I'm just going to like go around the world in 80 days? Can I just have 80 days?
Right. I'll just take my parents' money that I murdered, and I'll use their money.
I just want to shoot over to Amsterdam for a bit, maybe swing down to Egypt. I just want to see it.
Chill out for a second. Like, just give me a little bit of time.
Eat, pray, love. That's what
Motherfucker. I swear. Ugh. Of course I was denied because he's a fucking idiot.
Did the judge laugh? Like, I'd be like, wait, are you?
I'd be like, you're high.
Be like,
let him get high before he got here.
Try to run out that door and see what happens. Go see the world. Stupid.
After giving his final statement, Seth broke down crying, but by then it was obviously too fucking late.
Yeah.
The prosecutor later described the crime scene as one of the most brutal he had ever encountered. As for Seth's friend, his charges were eventually reduced to accessory and firearm offenses. He claimed he'd only helped Seth out of fear for his own life. The jury believed him. And in November of 1999, he was acquitted.
Stop. Of everything?
Of everything.
No, I'm mad now. I'm real mad now. I was already fired up, but now I'm externally fired up.
The one of the detectives from the Muskegon County Sheriff's Department went as far as to call that verdict a complete travesty.
It is.
It is.
It's so dumb. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Well, he did go back to Blockbuster, and then he did go pray, and then he went back to carry out a 400-pound TV. No.
Just after that, a criddle.
It's a critter.
Acquittal. The same friend was back in court. Like Steve is back in court, this time for vandalism that he had committed the day of the murders. So he is kind of a douche canoe, twat rocket comeback. He had vandalized some area the day that his friend murdered. And then he went to youth group. See, and this is why I have problems with organized religion.
It's so, like, no.
He pled no contest and was ordered to pay restitution.
So he never got jail time.
Nope.
And he just paid money.
His mom and dad did, yes.
Right.
So Seth was sentenced to life without parole. His prison record was exactly what you would expect. 29 to 32, because I found different numbers. 29 to 32 misconducts for everything from theft and fighting to assault and possessing a weapon.
What? So he's still a fucking asshole.
He absolutely did not learn a single fucking thing.
No.
And kept his shitty bad behavior throughout his time in jail. But let's be real. Like, we're like, let's not act like prison is meant to reform.
Yeah.
Bad people are in a bad place with no joy doing bad shit. And if you don't do bad shit, you're getting it in the butt. And if you do good shit, you're probably still getting in the butt. So, like, it doesn't matter, you know? Like,
some people do. On a rare occasion, some people do. However, if you're in there for life, more times than not, they have nothing to lose. Either you're going to go really hard to the good side, like I'm going to teach Jesus. And teach other inmates and get degrees and do all that stuff. Because some of them do, but then a lot of the times it's, what the fuck else am I going to do? And he went in when he was, 19, I guess, probably by then. So he, no. He didn't learn shit about fuck.
No, he sure didn't.
Going to see the world, stupid fucking
His story came to a fittingly violent end on July 15th of 2010. He was serving his time at Kinross Correctional Facility, which is a low to medium security prison in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Seth and 2 other inmates hijacked a prison semi-truck and tried to ram their way through the fences. It got like 100 feet or something. Like, it got caught up in the wires and tangled in the wire. Seth jumped out and made a run for it. What happens when you try to run from the cops out of a prison? They shoot you.
Yeah.
He was shot in the head. And he was killed at the age of 30.
Man.
And then the other 2 guys were like, nah, bro. And they just walked right back.
They're like, just kidding. It's just kidding. Lock the door. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to see this part of the world. Just this.
I just wanted to see the far end of the fence.
Just a yard. I've never driven a truck before. Right. Just wanted to check it out. I thought about getting my CDL when I get out of here.
Right. So Seth Privacky met his end the same way he lived his last moments of freedom, running. But then he also was shot in the head.
The same way.
How do you even comprehend that?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also like, why did the cops shoot at the head? I guess, you know what? They knew he fucking... Okay, wait. I say that and I'm like, he's a murderer.
Mm-hmm.
Running and escaping, and you shoot when you try to escape. I don't know why I'm like shocked that he was shot in the head. I'm just like, why didn't you go for like a leg? But it's like they didn't want him fucking out of there.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised though, because like you never know if they're up there in the things, like, because you know I watch my prison shows, and like
I realized I shouldn't say anything. I was like, shit, you don't know shit. Heather's the one that watches all the shows.
Oh no, but like I just didn't think that they would be able to do that. That's what surprised me, because they don't. All of them are just literally numbers. And if it was a medium, it wasn't even maximum security.
Yeah.
So
then
it's very shocking that he got shot in the head, to be honest.
That's a good point. Then maybe too, it could have been when they were going to shoot, because the truck was wrapped up in wire. Like maybe he like bent down or something.
Who knows?
You know, and they like shot, but he was trying to get underneath something and they just shot and he got hit in the head. Like I didn't feel like it was but I also don't know. Wikipedia said he got shot in the head.
I'm not, yeah.
And then everything else that said that he got shot. So I'm also going to be like, well, did he get shot in the head?
I don't know. Well, at least we're like, a bullet entered him and he passed away.
Yes, he did die that day. But from what I read, he was shot in the head.
Yeah.
But you're right. I don't know why I was so shocked that it was just like
maybe it was an accident.
Yeah. I kind of feel like it was an accident.
Like you said too. But either way, he fucking sucked.
He left behind a legacy of absolute destruction and thousands of questions, even now that we don't have any good answers for.
No.
This case is just a black hole of senselessness. How does a kid from a picture-perfect family methodically murder 5 people right before the turkey? I probably shouldn't have. I'm like, all I could think about is this was Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
The theories are all over the map. Was it really just a fight with his father? That story falls apart when you remember that he was trying to buy the bullets the night before. Was it a bad reaction to the antidepressant? Wellbutrin. No one actually knows if he was taking it at the time. Like,
yeah, if you start taking it and then you stop cold turkey, like it can fuck with you, but like not everybody that goes off of antidepressants.
It's usually more suicidal though.
Yeah, they self-harm, or it's like internal. Right. It's not like your family said, please move out of our house. And like, no, I don't believe any of that. It could have had a factor in it, but like there's 99% of the time, all of my facts and stats I'm making up today. Like no, that's horseshit.
Yeah, specific antidepressants. It's literally in it's in the paperwork that you're like, it could give you suicidal thoughts. So I agree. I don't think that had anything to do with it. Now, years later in a letter, Seth claimed that he was, quote, coming down off a strong dose of LSD, end quote. A claim that the cops who took his confession found completely unbelievable, since he did not mention it at the time. And I'm sure they would have noticed if he was coming down from LSD.
Right.
Maybe the simplest and most terrifying explanation goes right back to what his own father feared, is that his son did not have a conscience. While Seth is gone, the damage he caused is permanent. His aunt, Shelley Watts, remembers visiting him in jail just after the murders. She looked at the boy she'd known his whole life and told him, I know your mama forgives you. She said it was the one and only thing that made him completely break down and sob.
Wow.
And this one's kind of strange, but in a strange, bittersweet twist, April Boss's murder had an unexpected effect on her profoundly divorced family. And her death, as horrific as it was, brought them all closer, and they united in grief. So I guess that's a faint light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
So that is the Thanksgiving, the Sunday Thanksgiving massacre of the Privacky family. April Boss by Seth Privacky.
So sad. Fuck.
Right?
Like, no.
These, like, this is the shit that just...
It makes you angry because it's so uncalled for. None of them are, but this one literally, they're like, hey, could you do what most
And then he killed the whole family, like...
Yeah, like no reason. Like, just if you're mad, go slam your door and throw a fucking temper tantrum.
Not
like
even that, but like if you were really that mad at your parents, like if this was I'm mad at mom and dad, I am coming after them, Why didn't you just wait for everyone to leave and just kill your parents, not your grandparent, like not your grandpa and your 19-year-old brother and his fucking soon-to-be fiance?
Right. He didn't want to face it. He didn't want to face him after he...
And then the whole thing with his friend, like he just killed 5 people. Did he then kind of look around and be like, this is a lot of work?
Yeah. And fuck his friend. I'm mad at his friend too.
I agree.
God.
It's just bizarre. And I think that's the other part is like, so this dude went upstairs. We don't know where he got the bullets. I would presume it's his dad's gun and I don't know.
Even though he tried twice, he didn't get him himself.
Well, that's what I just... Okay, so he goes upstairs to do that. There's no plan. He thought he'd bury the bodies. Didn't know April was coming.
Yeah.
Didn't freak out. You know, it's at 12:45 p.m. They do whatever the fuck they do. He has to go drop off that movie before 7.
So
goes to fucking church and shit. And then he comes back and then they're like, okay, let's just take some of the stuff from the house into the woods. It's nighttime.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's so dumb.
Like where... There's just...
And then where's he going to go? Like
to make the decision. Yeah. To make the decision to do that and then not in any capacity, in any degree whatsoever, think about the aftermath.
Right.
But obviously he had been thinking about it.
Yeah.
And the way he did it was so systematic that he knew what he was doing. This wasn't rage. He didn't come down the stairs and just start firing into the living room. Like, I think that's why I'm so thrown by this case.
Yeah. It's in the fact that I lost my train of thought. That's the fact that I just forgot what I was going to say.
Man, doesn't that suck?
I know. That. I literally, because you know why? It's because you grabbed that can and I was like, I'm thirsty.
That's my fault.
It's never my fault.
I am so aware.
No, I know. But no, I know what I was going to say. So, hashtag this is 40. So I feel like that since he was like 18 years old, like there doesn't it takes a long time for the impulse control. Like, I don't know. Something had to be wired differently, but he's younger. So like he thinks in his mind that that's a good plan because remember everybody 18 thinks they know everything about everything. I mean, I did. So like maybe he's like, this is a perfect plan. No, you're fucking no.
I'm young. I can totally take that shovel and go to town on that dirt back there.
Yeah. And then
in Michigan in November.
Yeah. There ain't no no.
There is no way in hell that ground is concrete.
Yeah. There's no way.
And it's been snowing for 3 months.
Right. And then what's he going to do after? Like he doesn't think about, he's like, oh, poor me. Now I just live in this. Like I want to know where his mindset was when he's like, everyone's gone. Now they quote unquote robbed the house. Well, what was he going to tell the cops why he made it out?
Right.
Like, how is he the only one that's out and no one else?
Right.
None of
how did you think about the gun?
Yeah.
You didn't pick up any of the bullets from what I understood.
No.
You used your dad's gun. If you would have I mean, obviously they got rid of it, but just none of it was thought out.
No, not at all.
At all.
And then he's like, I snapped. No, you didn't, first of all, but you just had a stupid plan and a horrible one.
Right.
That was sad.
Very sad.
And I'm very upset.
Well, happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Now I need to go
watch out for those angsty teens, man.
I need to go eat some mashed potatoes.
Agreed.
Comfort food.
All right. Well, like, rate, review, subscribe.
Yes.
Do all those things. Follow us on the socials.
Yeah, do that. Do a Cameo. We'll do those.
Yeah.
Find us on Cameo. Find us on our website. Find us on all the socials, all the TikToks.
All of the things.
We rehearse all.
Just go in and Google A Couple of Sassholes and you'll find a whole bunch of things. And probably a whole bunch of weird things too.
A whole bunch of joy.
Yeah. Okay, don't forget. Don't get mad.
Get sassy.
We love you. Bye.
Bye.
This episode was sponsored, edited, and produced by Wonderboy Media. Get the deets at WBOYmedia.com to see how you can make your podcast dreams a reality.
Help us out and be sure to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you listen to our audio project. Don't forget, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at, of course, A Couple of Sassholes.
Want more sass? Become a member of our Patreon for bonus content, merch, and more. Plus, we're on Cameo now, so there's even more ways to get the sass you need just how you like it. As always, don't get mad.
Get sassy.
Theodore, can I pet that dog?